Jasmine. I'm a mom of six, married 12 years in November. Let's see, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I like doing photography. I'm a hairdresser in the Black community because I have five daughters, so I have to know how to do hair. So that's a bonus for me to help others. I hope living in a white neighborhood with few Black people, it's good to know how to do hair. And let's see what else about me. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So, so Jazz is a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and other types of abuse, but we're going to just talk about her recovery and all that entails. So Jazz, what have you done for recovery?
I tried it all. I went through a lot of counselors, psychiatrists, meds. I did not turn to substance abuse, thank God. But I've been in counseling off and on since I was in ninth grade, which was about 15 years.
Okay. All right. Um, what have you seen help with other people's recovery similar to yours?
Acknowledging it, not suppressing what happened. Number one, Jesus. But I would say those.
Okay. Um, okay. All right. How has this impacted your community?
Oh, in the Black community, it's a lot of sexual abuse going on, child on child molestation, sweeping molestation under the rug in the families. So I can say it has harmed the Black community a lot. And they grow up not getting help. So it constantly goes on and passes on to the next generation.
Okay.
The mental health in the Black community is bad also because of this and not receiving the help they need.
Yes. That is so true in so many communities, uh, especially in, minority communities in the United States, at least.
Yes.
Um, how did this impact your dating life? I know you're married now, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. So I met my husband in 2010 when we were 19. I'm now 32. Um, I was very promiscuous. Being molested and sexually abused, I knew what an orgasm was at 3. I was molested on and off by older peers. I was doing child on child sexual acts by the age of 5 and 6, as I remember. I lost my virginity at 12, and I was just promiscuous all the way up until I met my husband. So years and years of being promiscuous because I was sexually abused.
okay. Well, that's a very common behavior among survivors.
Mhm.
Um, how has this impacted your marriage?
Oh, sexual trauma in a marriage is extremely hard. Sometimes our sex life is uncomfortable for me because of all the trauma I dealt with. And so I still feel like I'm trapped in that old life. And I can't find it pleasurable because I have all these racing thoughts, and I just ball up inside and I'm very tense. Even though he's my husband, I'm just very uncomfortable at times. I find sex now disgusting. It's a lot of anxiety around it. Even though God gave us the pleasure of sex in marriage, but it's been so messed up because of all these things: sex out of marriage, molestation, pedophiles. So now that I'm married and can have sex safely, it's a struggle for me, which can impact the marriage because my husband is not my abuser.
Yeah. Well, that's actually really common for survivors to go through that after a promiscuous stage. And even without a promiscuous stage, I mean, Allender has like the good girl, the party girl, and the um, mean girl. So that's very common. You're not alone in that. Um, how has this impacted your reputation?
Not so much since I've been married, but before I got married, it was bad. I was called all types of names. People looked down on me. I didn't really have friends. Even my own mother um, wasn't that kind to me. And it's like, well, I'm a child. You didn't protect me from any of this. And this is just how I'm coping with things. But my reputation was not good.
Okay. How has this impacted your social life?
I don't trust people. I have CPTSD, so it's complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I deal with anxiety and depression. So I'm very cautious of people, and I'm always thinking somebody is up to something.
Okay. Um, how has this impacted your career?
I haven't got into a career yet. I've been a stay-at-home mom off and on for 13 years, and the jobs I did have was in childcare, a preschool teacher, and I chose those jobs because I can bring my children with me. Because being a sexual abuse survivor, you're a helicopter mom. So you don't want what happened to you to happen to your children. So if my children couldn't come to work with me, I didn't trust anybody else to watch them. If John couldn't stay home, which he can't because he's their main provider, I was not going to work. And I'm also very close to children because I sympathize with them more.
Okay. How has this affected your parenting?
It affected it a lot. I was projecting a lot of fear on them, and I didn't notice until I was speaking to God about it. And me trying to keep them safe was just projecting fear on them. And I was very anxious, very snappy, angry all the time because I was scared. Like if I saw something off about them, if they touched their bodies in a weird way, they could be just scratching themselves. I just freak out. I get a trigger. It's like, oh, what happened? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I can uh can understand that. Um, Anything else you want to add on that?
No, just a lot of projection that I really regret
Okay.
out of fear.
How has this impacted your faith?
I used to ask why things happen to me. I don't anymore. I feel like I have a pretty faith relationship with God, and my faith is pretty strong. When I take myself out of it and my knowledge out of it, um, my faith is the only thing actually that is getting me through when I deal with suicide thoughts or intrusive thought and things like that. Faith has been my number one go-to place.
Okay. Um, how has this impacted your physical health?
So depression, anxiety, and all that stuff can stress your body out so bad. So my physical health has been struggling a lot on top of the other health issues I deal with, like lupus. Um, I'm always tired, fatigued, exhausted mentally is the most, fighting all the thoughts because I have intrusive thoughts every single day.
That can be very challenging and debilitating.
Very much so.
Um, what do you do for self-care?
Hmm. When I do have time, I'm in a busy season right now. I'm a mom of six. Right now, all six of the children are in school. The two little ones are in school 12 hours out the week. But I try to go on walks, take myself to get something to eat. But I can admit I need to be better at self-care. Even my husband tells me that. He's like, I can't plan these things for you. And I also came in to acknowledgement that I have never really taken care of myself the way I needed to. And that left my cup always empty, which made me more agitated, irritated, snappy, on top of the mental health I'm already deal with.
Okay. What would you say to encourage other survivors?
Number one, give your life to Jesus because he's the only healer and provider that will help you get through this. I'm saying that from experience. He has really been there for me more than medications, psychiatrists, counselors, anything. Um, not don't try to fix yourself. This is a journey. Don't beat yourself up about stuff that happened to you. It is not your fault. It will get better, but it is a daily battle because someone took your innocence from you and took something special away from you. So I just encourage them to look towards the Lord and stay hopeful, have a good foundation around them, small circle that knows what happened to them and who they trust.
Okay. What would you say was the most important piece of advice someone gave you in your recovery journey?
Don't be too hard on yourself. And it does not happen overnight. You're not going to understand all things immediately, but things will get better. You will have good days.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't ask?
Maybe we can do a part two when I think of something else, but right now.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Tune in on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Follow us on your favorite social media platform.